Good afternoon, Diabo. Indeed, the mood is much improved as compared to when the class of 2021's results were released. And Diabo, as you were stating, there is a 5.3% increase to the pass rate in comparison to the class of 2021. And the province here, the Limpopo Department of Education, is giving credit to that, to their intervention plan that saw them holding officials at schools, at second levels, accountable for all the plans that they put in place to ensure that, there's an improvement to that pass rate. But to speak more about this intervention plan, I'm joined by the MEC of Education here in Limpopo, MEC Mabungulirole Ramakanya. MEC, thank you so much for speaking to us, and also congratulations. How were you able to increase 5%? It's a big margin.
Thanks very much. I should start by thanking you as well as the station. The information, the sharing of what is happening in other places came very, very important in also saying to other areas, walala wasala. So it's important that we should also acknowledge the work that you did with us. But also you'll remember that as a province, we started with in winter schools, we went with you. We went to intervention classes, we went to Saturday classes, we went to starting accountability sessions, one with districts and circuits and principals, but also focusing on poor performing schools and principals, and they were given support. But one of the things that we commit to was that how do you make sure that there is quality teaching and quality learning? And we emphasized to say it only happens in a class. So we had to go back to teaching. A teacher had to stand in front of a learner and teach. A learner had to be available in the class to learn. And that has really, really changed our narrative. But you'll remember, towards the exams, the learners themselves, the cohort of 2022, declared and said, we are ready to change our own narrative. And today, we are here, we want to say thank you to them.
Speaking about starting at the classroom, MEC, and now your mission is now to keep this trajectory going up, because since the last time we saw a 70% in Limpopo was in 2019, but now you've gone back up, and it's your duty to ensure that it keeps proceeding. But as the start of this academic year starts, we've seen learners not going to school for the first week, the whole first week, because of challenges that pertain to scholar transportation. We've also seen in other areas parents not wanting their children to go to a school that you have meshed with others. So there are still challenges. How will you ensure that these challenges do not keep you from rising further?
I think one of the things is to strengthen our relationship with the SGBs. I can give you an example with the challenges that you saw. One, starting with the non-communication issue that happened in Malamulele. It delayed our learners, Just the learner does not know, but a parent. Sometimes we're discovering even those that do not even have a child there because of other social issues. Secondly, on the issue of the scholar transport, what we have done now is that we are linking the school with the principal and the people that are supposed to transport learners, so that then there is no confusion. Because the confusion that happened when the contractors that were on site needed to finish, and then another one saying, I've been appointed, has been cleaned up. And like I was saying yesterday, by Monday, we are hoping that we are done, dusted. But remember, our team as well, we are going to rework on our plan on the lost time, given also some of my learners that might have not done well, that might still want to come back to school. So it means that every school is still going to say, how do we accommodate a child that is coming in now? Then I've got the last issue that me and you know is around sanitation. During back to school, we saw that there is high enrollment, so we need to really roll out sanitation in our schools.
MEC, you came in mid-year, you were in another department. We've seen in your speech you acknowledging the work, that the groundwork that was done by MEC Bushelo. We've also had the Premier saying the same. Should we give you credit for this, or is there other? Should we also give some of the credit to MEC Bushelo?
I think credit it gets to be given to a team. You can't, I'm just saying, you know me, I always say, at the end of the day, I'm the one that should stand up. but the work has been done by many people, many stakeholders. So the planning, like the Premier indicated, when the 2 years we went down as a province, we needed a plan. And then Mebushelo was still the MEC. And she said, you'll remember, she chaired that Lekgotla. She spoke to the stakeholders, and that's why we'll mention her, because she started the process. When I came, it was implementation time. I had to run around the province. You were with me every step. We had to make sure we go ask those ones that did not come to the Lekgotla to say, why didn't you come? What is it that you are denying us as education? And everybody came. So this has been a team effort, because if the Premier didn't have a vision of the Lekgotla, today me and the others will not be here.
MEC, as we wrap, we're out of time. What now? Are we seeing another? What is your target? You've reached the 70% mark. What now?
Remember, our target has been 80. And I know you are being soft on me now, not to ask me, MEC, why are you not on 80? But I think the plans now, one, our biggest enrollment districts, if they can improve, will improve. So like the Premier said, we have started with plans of interventions already to say, where do we start, which circuits do we target? But I'm happy because the district directors are saying already, with the education specialists, we have seen where we need to improve. So these two things are going to take us to much greater heights.
Thank you so much, MEC. That's the MEC of Education here in Limpopo, Mrs. Mabongorile Ramakanya, telling us that they're now targeting an 80% pass rate. Dear, back to you now.